Alright, so as you guys can tell, I know a little bit about PvP in this game, and I know quite a few good tips and tricks that can actually help you out and get you multiple kills this game. So I'm gonna actually pass my knowledge on to you guys. So let's just go ahead and just get straight into it. Now, before you even think about jumping straight into PvP, you gotta get ready. There's quite a few things you gotta do first before you go straight into it. One of those is picking out a good fit. Now, as you can see, I got the ghillie suit, and this helps so much. This obviously helps me blend in so I can stalk my opponents, but it's a little bit difficult to get. You have to kill over 500 animals for it. As you can see, I did that and I kind of stopped. I went straight into PvP, but you don't need the ghillie suit just to PvP. It is the best outfit for PvP in my opinion for pretty obvious reasons, but I'll show some alternatives. Now, if we go straight to the wardrobe, I'll go ahead and show some options. I am using hair, but that doesn't cause much of an issue. But if we're starting off from scratch, and some of the free things I'd be using is definitely this jacket. Definitely between this, which does have quite a few good colors, but does show skin, and that's not something you really want. So this is probably the best option that's free. None of the paid ones are really that good, to be honest. As you can see, this one's alright, but they still show skin and are kind of vibrant. Now, if we move on to that and go straight to face, obviously I gotta take this off. I wouldn't use any of this, maybe this mask. This mask isn't that bad, but we'll look for other options. We gotta get pants out the way first. Now, I'd probably use either this pants or maybe this colored pants. Just darker pants will definitely work well. I think this is the best. Now, waist, obviously, we don't need any accessories which kind of do stuff like that. Now, free, we're going to use probably this mask, which we can make it darker. Then go straight over to face. I would probably equip this too. So there we go. We are pretty dark. We don't need any hats. If you really want a hat, I guess you could put on a dark hat. But let's go ahead and jump straight into game, see what we look like. Yeah, so we're pretty dark. So this will definitely be really useful at nighttime or, trying to blend in. But nothing compares to the ghillie suit. Alright, so here's the map of the game right now. And there's pretty much two spots which you can find players mostly in. One being the deep forest. Now, this place isn't what I would recommend because there's no spawn here, so it takes a little while to travel over there. And there's some animals which can sneak up on you. Second place, which I prefer, is the swamp. Reason for that is because it's really easy to blend in and there's always players there and they're grinding the albino croc. Alright, now that we got all that out the way, we can actually start hunting players. Now, this tip I'm about to give you is going to be the most important tip probably in this video, and it's how to actually find players. So, we got the spawn list here. Now, if we click on one, we actually are able to hear the sounds that go over at that spawn point, as I'm about to show. Alright, at Forest Camp, we did hear a gunshot just now. Now, this isn't the best example because there's obviously going to be players around Forest Camp, but as I was talking about earlier, safe zones. Now, the safe zone around Forest Camp, around this path, is very, very, very big. You have to go all the way like past this wall. I'll go ahead and like put this in 2x speed till I get over there. Now, I said I was going to go over to the place where you can kill people, but I just found a deer. Now, this is pretty useful for tracking players, just finding dead animals. Now we can fight players. And I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can hear someone shooting. Now, another really important tip is you gotta be like me. You gotta just spam jumps. Now, why I do this is because it makes me not make any like footprint sounds like this. That's all gone. So I can actually fully hear players and I'll be able to tell what or like where they are. And I don't know if you guys just saw that, but the weather change, that's really useful for finding players as well. And I just found some players. Alright, so there's two guys over here. Unfortunately, I don't believe they're in, or I mean out of the safe zone. Alright, so we did just track down some players, but they aren't out of safe zone. But there's a new guy over here, and it actually seems like these people are trying to kill this guy. And as you can tell, with my skin, they can't see me at all. They do not know that I'm here right now. I'm crawling and they don't even know I'm here. This guy's coming towards me and he might find out. All right, this guy did find out. That's fine. I don't know if we're out of safe zone yet. So I'm just going to. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. So we were out of safe zone. I just killed 2 people. Um, I guess that's another good tip. Better safe than sorry. As you can tell, they easily could have killed me. But I think that does show how good my camouflage is. They only could tell that I was right there whenever I stood up and literally ran. Other than that, they did not know I was right there. So that's a great tip. Now, I was kind of dissing on the deep forest earlier because it is a very dangerous place to be. There's bears and there's not a whole lot of stuff to hide behind. And the visibility is always really bad. So that's why I think the swamp's better. But I feel like in the deep forest, there's always players. It's usually beginner friendly. So a lot of like noobs are in the forest, deep forest. So that's where a lot of people are. So if you do want to hunt here, you can, but it is very difficult to get to because it takes a little longer and there's not like a spawn point here. Other than that, it is a pretty good spot. Now, obviously, you guys can tell that your loadout does play a pretty major role in the game, and I run a pretty specific loadout. I use the AWP, and then I go over to the Nightfall, and I also have the AK-47. I also recently started using the Trench Shotgun, and if you haven't seen my last video, you should watch it now, because that video was insane. But anyways, I'm going to show some clips of me using different weapons in my loadout, so you guys can really get a feel for them, and see like what scenarios you really want to use them in. Here's a clip of me using the Nightfall, very overhated weapon, and it's just like a mid-range rifle. Now, this weapon's scope is really nice, and I think it's really overhated in my opinion. Now, here's a clip of me using the AWP, and as you're going to see, you have to kind of aim where the person's going quite a bit. Very good damage and great scope. Yeah, I kind of did betray this guy, but this kind of shows how close quarters you want to use your AK-47, as you're going to see right now. Very good damage. He's gone just like that. Now, here's footage of me getting a melee kill. Now, I wouldn't really recommend this, but it kind of shows how you really want to stalk your opponents and how even with melee, you can kill someone. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing because it really helps out a lot, and comment down below if this video actually is going to help you with your PvP skills. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. See ya.